Hi there, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for clicking on this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, what are we starting off with here? Some of this onion seasoning mix. This is great for dips if you'd like to use it that way. I love to use it in my meatloafs and also for my meatballs. I'm going to be using two kinds of meat today. I'm going to use some ground turkey as well as some ground beef. I do like to change the meats up from time to time, so sometimes I'll use pork, but of course you can use whatever you like for your meatballs. I used to just only use turkey. If you do that, just make sure that you maybe use a little bit more dry ingredients or a binding agent like an egg, because it can be a little slippery. Now I'm just taking one chicken bouillon cube and I'm just gonna incorporate that with my hands. But as you know, this can be really, really cold, so I changed my mind and I'm just gonna mix it around with a spatula. Next ingredient would be this barbecue sauce, and you can use whatever you'd like. This is our favorite in our household. Sweet Baby Ray's never does us wrong. It never disappoints, so we're just gonna go with that today. Now, if any of you have any barbecue sauce recommendations, I would love to hear them. Leave them in the comments down below, please. We are always up for new sauces in the house. So what I'm doing now is just making the meatballs. I've mixed all the ingredients together. Now I'm just going to form a little meatball and place them all on this sheet to make it easier to then transfer them into the nice hot oiled pan. Now I do switch between bacon grease, which this is what that is, and coconut oil. You can use whatever you like, but I just wanted to use bacon grease tonight. I don't know, I just wanted to, okay, so there it is. I did make my meatballs a little bit bigger this time, so they fit just perfectly in this pan. Now I'm just cooking these enough so I get a nice sear on both sides of the meatball, and it's really to kind of get that nice crisp on the outside and also to help keep it together a little bit better versus just going right into the oven. Sometimes they can slide around a little bit, like I was saying earlier, if you just use turkey meat. Next, I am going to bake these. I'm going to use our trusty dusty, it is a little dusty, but whatever, you know what, it works, okay? So I'm going to use our little toaster oven here. See, it's great, and you're going to set it at 350. Ours is a little jank, excuse it, you can't, it says 150, it's not 150, it's 350, and for about 10 minutes, because again, you're only going to toast these up a little bit because they've already kind of cooked on the outside, and you're just going to continue to cook them in the little toaster oven. Here I've already started to chop my potatoes, and I'm making them into medallions this time because, I don't know, I was feeling like the Hamburger Helper, you know, where they have like the scalloped potatoes. I don't know if it is Hamburger Helper, but anyway, the scalloped potatoes. I really wanted to make that. I saw a box and it was so old and I was not going to feed that to the kids, and it probably had a bunch of dairy in it. So I thought I'd make my own version, and that's what we're doing right now. What I just poured into the pan was a little packet of gravy, chicken gravy to be exact, and I'm just using water to thin it out and some milk, and I'm doing it half and half. So I have 2 packets of gravy, and usually it is 1 cup per packet. So I have 1 cup of milk and 1 cup of water. I have never made this before. This is just something that I kind of pulled from my brain, inspired by that box of expired potatoes in the back. So we're just gonna go with it. I'm adding some vegan butter. I love trying different vegan butters. I don't know, it's just like my jam. I love trying them because sometimes some of them are butterier than others. Some of them have no flavor, and I hate those. But this one is actually a pretty good flavor. I like it a lot. Now I've just added some parsley flakes, and I'm going to add some fresh crushed garlic into this with this awesome little garlic crusher. My grandma's had this thing for like ever, and I have no idea where she got it, but this thing is amazing. You, of course, want to make sure that you do add some salt and pepper. I would be very cautious when adding the salt because you are adding a bouillon cube and those are pretty salty. So just, add a little bit in the beginning. I always lightly salt more than over salt because once it's in there, you can't take it out and then you've ruined your dish. Okay, so now I'm just taking all of those potatoes and throwing them on in here. And they're gonna soak up all that delicious sauce and become nice and thick. Because I've never made this before and just kind of winging it here, I'm just watching it and seeing what I need more of. And as it's cooking, I feel that more milk might be, a better choice. And then, of course, you could add chicken stock if you'd like. If you don't want to add a milk base, you can definitely add just chicken stock or water. You see how thick that is now? Look at that. It looks amazing. So now what's left? Well, we gotta add the meatballs. Hello. So I'm just gonna take all those little meatballs and throw them right on top. You can honestly just throw all these meatballs in here because it's gonna get messy anyway. You're gonna mix this all together, so. I really feel that if you yourself are a picky eater or have a picky eater in your household, this might be something they would like. It's really easy ingredients, it's not anything scary. It's potato and a meatball. So give it a shot. I really hope that you try this recipe and share it with the ones that you love. It's so much better than the box version, I promise you. You're not going to regret it. Yeah. Here you go, kiddo.
That's good. Thank you.
Come on, Lou. Here you go, Joe. Grandma, that one's for you. Thanks for watching.